Hey y'all, welcome to Chief Complaint,
Tacky,
and Caffeinated. I'm Jess.
and I'm Britt.
We're two nurse practitioners, moms, wives, and longtime friends who met in nursing school, and somehow we've managed to juggle evolving healthcare, careers, and our home lives.
This is where we talk about the things that don't fit into a 15-minute visit: healthcare, beauty, motherhood, marriage, business, burnout, and whatever else life throws at us.
Two in peace,
Real life.
and fully caffeinated.
We're going to go ahead and do part 2 of Clinical Chronicles.
Mm-hmm. Patient scenarios that we won't forget. So I'll let you go first, Jess.
Okay.
She's got them lined up.
So this one is not necessarily like a diagnostic thing, but just a memorable patient. I had this 84-year-old lady,
Mm-hmm.
and she would come in and like during the visit, she would always end up bringing up like how irritated she was with her husband. And one of the things she was irritated about is like he was wanting to do all the time. And she's like, I'm too old for that. She said, and he gets on my nerves. I'll be in there trying to take a shower, and there he is just peeping around the corner. I like died. I was like, that's going to be Zach.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to be in our 80s.
You'll both need
And he's going to
testosterone
still,
to keep up with each other.
yeah, he's going to still be trying to get on my nerves.
Oh my gosh. Still trying to make babies.
Lord.
Let's see. One that I can think of is a PCOS patient. It's a young girl being seen by her provider, was diagnosed with PCOS because she hadn't had periods. Her testosterone was high. They found ovary or cysts on her ovaries. So GYN just threw her on birth control and said, this will just take this. Well, she wants to conceive. Like she's in her mid-20s, she's married, she's ready to do that. And nothing about weight loss. Oh, they didn't put her on metformin. They didn't put her on nothing. So she was just kind of like lost. Like, okay, now I have PCOS. I can't get pregnant. What do I need to do from here? And this was her GYN that just gave her whatever. So she came in and she's telling me her history and she's telling me her symptoms. She's got the hair. Can't lose weight. She's got increased cravings for sweets, long family history of diabetes. I checked. Okay, so I kind of know where this is going, and I kind of know what I think I'm going to see on her labs. And she hadn't had a period in months. And so she had normal PAP. I did her labs, and I drew an insulin on her. And I'd never seen an insulin this high. I'm sure there's higher, but 335. Should be less than 34.
Wow.
Actually, no. I would like it less than 10. Anything less than 10, we can live with that. 335. She is so insulin resistant. And so you got the insulin resistance. Then your body is also holding on to fat. Testosterone's elevated. There's no progesterone. It was zero. She had zero progesterone. So even if she got pregnant, it wasn't going to.
How old was she? 20?
23, 24.
Was she severely overweight?
For her height, not severely. I don't know. I would say overweight. Like she could be healthier.
Immediately I hear like a 300 insulin and I'm thinking, okay, she's 300 pounds.
No.
Wow.
No, she's probably about barely 5 foot, but her weight, yeah. But I mean, didn't know why. Why. And so put her on a GLP-1. I maxed her out on metformin because she needed to be on metformin because of that insulin. Otherwise, I would not have put her on that with a GLP-1. Put her on a GLP-1. She's lost 20 pounds. Started having a period again.
Good.
Started her on progesterone. We cycle progesterone each month so she can hopefully ovulate one day. But it's like that was something that the GYN should have taken care of completely. They may not have time, but they got the knowledge. Like I just think we get so caught up in seeing patients that we forget that that's a person. Like that's someone who wants to be a mom. Like, and is trying everything, and no one's giving any answers. So I told her, I was like, you could get pregnant. You know, when everything gets where it should be, you could get pregnant. So prepare yourself. So I just thought it was unique that
Oh, yeah.
I just went above and beyond. But I was her.
Yeah.
I remember being her and being told, you just may never have kids. Here's birth control. Stay on it forever. No. So now she feels better. She's losing the weight. She's got the confidence. The hair and the acne's under control. And she had her first period in months. And I'm like, that's what we needed to do.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what she needed.
but that's why I'd spend a lot more time with patients, so I can do that. And that's why I charge cash. Because had I charged insurance for that patient,
Oh, no, there's no reimbursement
which
for that.
is sucky, because then you think you feel like your morals are messed up if you don't take a patient that has insurance, but you know how much work they're going to require.
Yeah.
Like ultimately you've got to keep your business open if you have a business. So what is that going to take?
Yeah. I mean, it's you better quit. It's not time to eat. Yeah. Well, I know we talk about like conspiracies and stuff, and I'm like, I don't want the microplastics, but I'm like, but I want the GLP-1s as soon as I'm done breastfeeding.
Right. Exactly.
I want the lip filler and the Botox.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to microwave my food, but I want neurotoxins injected into my face.
There's long studies of that. There's long good studies that show it's good for us.
Yeah.
In the long run. In the long run. In the GLP-1s. Like.
Yeah. Well, my next story, working in the urgent care, I had a patient come hobbling in with a trash bag over his leg. And so front desk hollered at me, I went up there and pulled the trash bag down, and he had a t-shirt tied on with a phone charger, like the brain and everything like connected to it, like tied on there as a tourniquet to the t-shirt, and he was bleeding a lot. Like, it was pretty obvious he had lost a lot of blood. So I was like, are you feeling okay? He's like, well, I'm a little dizzy, lightheaded. I said, say no more, sit down. I'm calling an ambulance. I was afraid to take the makeshift tourniquet off.
Yeah.
And anyways, so once the ambulance got there, I was sweating. I'm like, oh gosh, they're gonna undo this makeshift tourniquet, and it's gonna be like a little baby scratch that I could have easily sutured. But there was so much blood.
Yeah.
Once they got there and they took it off, it's like, it sounds ridiculous, like, because I don't want the patient to be injured, but at the same time, I was relieved to see the bone sticking out, because then I know I didn't
verify.
I was like, oh, thank goodness.
You made the right call. Yeah.
Yeah, but he had bones sticking out, and an artery was severed, so it was just squirting out blood.
And people don't realize that the urgent care is not the place for things like that. But he could have easily called 911 and had better care, quicker
care
than going into the urgent care, because we don't have a way.
Yeah, because it was already like 20 minutes that had elapsed. But EMS got there super fast.
Yeah.
They were super fast, like less than 5 minutes from my call. So
I wonder if it's just standard that urgent cares don't carry anything that stops bleeding. That is something I've seen repeatedly. And I've been to many urgent cares with the company I work with across, Northeast Texas, and there's nothing to stop bleeding. Nothing to stop. And some of them are in rural areas, and these people are doing manual work and stuff. And it's like, that's the first place they come. I'm like, we can't control bleeding here. There's nothing. Nothing. Or an airway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's interesting.
So that's when I won't forget. That was my first time seeing the trash bag coming in.
My gosh. You never know what you're going to get.
But to top it off, once I was like, yeah, okay, we're calling EMS. You're going by EMS. He was like, all right, well, I'm going outside to smoke a cigarette then before. I kid you not. And he's that person. I was like, I'm not going to argue with him. Like, there's some
Let
people.
him have it.
There's some people, like,
it's not worth the fight.
It's not worth the fight. Like, fine, at least let me wheel you out there, So I wheeled him out there. We waited outside for EMS while he smoked a cigarette, bleeding out. Can't make this stuff up.
No, you can't. You can't. You cannot. Let's see. I have one I want to tell, but I don't know.
You're going to save it for part 3?
Yeah. I'm going to save it. And it's not an actual patient.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
We're going to get better at the mini-series, okay? We went from 20 minutes to hopefully like
10 now.
We're at 10. Okay, perfect. See, we're getting better.
Yep. I'll save mine for next time.
Save it for part 3.
Yeah.
All right.
3.
Till next time.
Till next time, guys.